Press conference. If you could silence your phones, and when we open up to questions, if everyone could raise their hand and have a mic holder come to them. We are transcribing this remotely via YouTube, which you can download the video after, so please direct questions to one person at a time. Welcome to our USC Offense Press Conference. It's my pleasure to introduce Offensive Coordinator and Quarterback Coach Luke Huard. Coach,
thank you for having us. Appreciate it. How's everybody doing today? Good. Well, we are excited here to be in San Antonio. Just got a chance to walk through the stadium, and I think these three guys are ready to play. So just appreciate all the hospitality. We are certainly excited about playing a really good TCU team and chasing our 10th win.
Thank you, Coach. Could you introduce the players you brought with you?
Certainly. Got our first guy here, Jayden Maiava, our quarterback, who is a tremendous leader of our football team. This year he led the Big Ten in several different statistical categories. Just a guy that's had a lot of growth this season. King Miller here in the middle. Okay, tremendous story. Running back that started here as a walk-on. We kept handing him the ball in practice, and it was explosive play after explosive play. So we're like, we need to give this ball to the guy in the game. And it was explosive play after explosive play. And obviously we had some injuries at the running back position. He stepped in, carried the load, and had a tremendous season. Lastly, Tobias Raymond. Fantastic mustache game right there. But Tobias is the heart and soul of our front. Every time I see Tobias in the hallway or at work, the first thing I think of is I'm really glad he's on our football team. Because this is a guy that has played multiple positions. He has played banged up, and he has just played his butt off all year long and just a tremendous competitor. So USC, we are very fortunate to have these three guys to go into battle with us here in a few days.
Thank you, Coach. Questions, raise hands, please.
Jayden, I want to talk to you about yesterday, actually, at practice. You stayed a while with the kids from Boysville, and I wanted to ask you what that interaction was like and why it was important for you to be out there throwing the ball with them.
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah, yesterday at practice, you stayed a while, and you were throwing with the kids that came to watch your practice. So I wanted to ask you what that interaction was like and what you talked to them about and just why that was important for you to stay after practice.
Yeah, it was super awesome. Just, seeing the younger generation just having a ball in their hand, honestly. Just, seeing them outside of the house and out there on the field, just chasing their dreams and, being kids. So.
Questions?
This question's for Tobias. I know a lot of the offensive skill players get a lot of love, but it's a high-paced, fast, quick, up-tempo offense. How do you guys stay conditioned up front? What are the things you do to prepare yourself to do so many plays in the game?
Yeah, just trying to work as hard as you can during practice, like finishing every play, going to the whistles blowing and making sure that you're just doing it just like it is a game. And then after practice yesterday, our coaches are holding us to a standard, and we're conditioning after practice as well. So they're keeping us in shape and just trying to finish the plays as hard as we can. So, yeah.
Questions?
King, your coach even just referred to you, and some people have called you the nation's most well-known walk-on. So I want to ask, could you have even predicted this success this quickly early on in your freshman year?
Honestly, no. I honestly just thought as an opportunity. Nobody really, as a walk-on, really dreams of thinking of all these big things. But when you really get that opportunity, you just got to take advantage of it, and I think it's just played out like that.
Questions? Brian, go on. OC first.
Coach, it seems to be like a family affair here in the USC athletic department. How's it like working with your nephew on the team, and then your niece also plays sports? Are Thanksgiving conversations or USC sports prohibited to be talked about? What's it like?
Oh, it's never off limits, for sure, especially if there's a play in practice that needs to be corrected. But no, it's been awesome having my nephew Sam here, for sure. He's been a tremendous teammate to everybody on our team. He's been great in the quarterback room because he brings a lot of different experiences. And my niece Holly, she is actually our athletic director's executive assistant. So her athletic eligibility has expired, but it has been neat, and it's been great too, having my brother come down to games and that once a Husky family, we're all Trojans now, and it's just been a tremendous experience, and one that we've really, really relished.
Did he have to get approval to go in the Dolphin interaction later on?
That's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to see the video highlights of that. So.
Question.
Tobias, last year your first start came in a bowl game at the Las Vegas Bowl. So what can you bring from that experience, not only for yourself, but for your teammates about what it can mean to play in a bowl game?
Yeah, it's obviously going to be a lot of fun. You get a couple days leading up into the bowl game, and you got to balance having fun, but also staying locked in and just being ready for the job. But starting a bowl game is always like a great experience, just because, I mean, first start is awesome, but having it be in a bowl game is also like, it's pretty cool. So it's awesome to take home that jersey and be able to put it up on the wall and like have something super memorable with you.
Follow up. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, Jayden, I want to ask you something about where you grew up in Hawaii. At one point this year in the NFL, there were 3 starting quarterbacks from Hawaii. So what does that do for you and other kids growing up in Hawaii about what you can accomplish one day?
Yeah. Honestly, I was one of them kids just looking at those guys that are now in the NFL who have paved the way for the younger generations and, you know, not just people from Hawaii, but honestly across the world, just to, you know, get to a place where you want to be and, you know, keeping your head down and just trusting in the work and in the process.
Anything? No C?
This question's for King. You stepped in very early once again and had a lot of success as a running back. What mentality, being a walk-on, has helped you lead to that success? And what are you looking forward to in the game here coming up?
I mean, honestly, I think it's just a testament to my teammates. I mean, throughout this whole process from spring ball to fall camp, they had a lot of trust and confidence in me. So really going out there, especially when my number was called, they all had the confidence in me, especially when that moment came. So just going out there and doing everything I can for this team.
Jayden, I feel like a word that describes your play is efficiency. You're a very efficient quarterback. So I want to ask, what makes you so efficient out there?
Honestly, my Lord and Savior, honestly, just blessing me with the abilities that I can do what I can do to go out there, and not even just that, but just guys like Coach Huard, Coach Riley, and the staff, just, you know, doing such a great job and honestly paving the way for me in terms of what I can do to develop, not just being the man I am on the field, but off the field as well. And that's what I really appreciate from this staff is they care a lot about things that happen off the field.
Any final questions for that table? Brian?
Coach, you got to see Jayden step in at the end of last year, last 4 games of the season, and now he's had a tremendous 2020-25. What have you seen in that development? What has led to that next step?
Yeah, I mean, I think for any quarterback, when they've been in a system, you know, for a longer period of time like he has, and just really feeling comfortable and confident within it. And I think, you know, one thing Jayden needs to give himself credit for as well is just his preparation. It just never ends. And one thing about Jayden as well is he's never satisfied. So sometimes we got to tell him to stop being so hard on himself. But at the same time, it's awesome because he's always continuing to push the envelope in his development, always want to do things better. And I think that what makes you a really good leader at quarterback is when you have the ability to, when things are going well, to deflect the credit to your teammates. And then when things aren't going quite as well, to put it on your shoulders and find ways to get it fixed. But, you know, it's just taking giant steps from a leadership standpoint and just preparation and confidence in the system, and just see him playing free and with a lot of confidence.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Coach, if you could stay up here, the other 3 players, if we could spread you out in the room for some one-on-ones for a couple minutes, I'd appreciate it.